Okay. Oh no, I forgot to do something. Well,
Too bad.
let me upload real quick. I need to make a handout. I forgot to make a handout of the guy. I'm going to talk to.
We have homework? What?
Yes.
Aw.
Oh.
Wake up, grab a brush, put on a little makeup is what it is.
I don't wanna.
Hide the scars to fade away the shake-up.
Why'd you leave the keys on the table? Here, you're creating another fable. You wanted to.
So I knew that those two lines, but I didn't know the two lines between wake up and that because it always goes way too fast.
I
Wake
have.
up,
What's these
grab
up
a brush,
on
put
the...
on a little makeup. Hide the
I
scars
can't
to fade
say
away
it.
the makeup. Shake. I can't fucking do that. How the fuck do they do that?
I have
Same
no
way
idea what you're
Eminem
talking
does.
about.
The song.
What song?
Chop
Okay.
Suey.
What?
Chop Suey by System of a Down.
I didn't actually know the name.
Trust in my self.
Okay, so what we doing?
It looks depressing.
Monty, did you have...
Taking care of
Did
something
no
real
one
quick.
tell you what we did while you were gone?
I was here for like a minute. So you're
Yeah.
fighting a Coliseum. Also, you're
Yeah,
gambling.
We're
there
fighting
was-
a level 20
We
character.
won.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a prize. Beat the champion. Did 10K
Plus the
in
2K
gold.
payout you got because you
Bet on us.
bet 100 gold on yourselves and it was 20 to 1.
No,
So
they bet 1,000 gold on themselves.
then you would have gotten 20,000 more.
Yeah,
No.
that's what they bet. Obviously.
No.
Why not?
I very specifically remember that if you won, you'd get an extra 2K. And I remember setting the odds as 20 to 1.
You would have set it lower if they bet that
Yes.
much money, right?
Yes. I can't let you break the economy.
Why not?
Well, you could have had us get
Can't let you break
robbed.
the economy that easily.
You could have had us get robbed.
Don't give him ideas.
No, don't rob
Well,
us.
I'm saying if
Just
we do
bring
break
back
the
the bad
economy, that is a
magician
way
dude.
for him to make up for it.
But basically, the gladiator was a fighter barbarian, if I remember
Or it's
right.
20,000 pesos. They're not actually. They don't have the same currency.
By the way, why'd you put your character up here?
So obviously, I'm running the tournament.
No, you're not.
How do you know that? Who moved my character?
Who do you think? Monkey.
Monkey's in jail.
It's a garbage can.
It looks more like a jail cell.
It
There you
does.
You deleted me! Oh, I guess Eagle's dead.
go.
I am home.
Let me...
You just see a lightning
yeah,
bolt
Mr.
come down
Gibbs.
from the sky and Eagle's just gone.
But Scully's character, Mr. Gibbs, managed to deal the final hit. Champion and him, I think, both collapsed, though.
Well,
No,
he's the
still up.
champion's out first.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Split the gold evenly, please.
what? No,
Give you 2,000.
that's up to the players.
No, actually,
Did we get a long rest since the boat?
Since the boat, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
all right.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay, so you guys, Scully is taken off to be treated. As the winner, he gets some free healing. He'll be interviewed later. But you guys walk towards the entrance to get your winnings, and you are swarmed. Thousands of people all surrounding the stadium, cheering. It's loud. It's so loud. The king of Kalimport, that's what he calls himself. He's not actually the king. It's a democracy, but he runs. That's his.
It's like Burger King kind of king.
It's
He's a mascot.
he's the mascot of the Colosseum, the king. Uh, it's styled after like the ancient Colosseums of the past.
Yeah.
What is their
He
oldest
comes up
time frame?
to-
What?
Huh?
What? How is like
What is it?
time measured in this
Moving on.
world?
Moving on.
Like what year is it?
Very similar. So before the war, it was like, imagine it was like early 1800s, late 1700s. Guns were rifles and stuff were becoming more popular. Cannons, all ships were loaded up with cannons and stuff, but there wasn't really like the steam technology wasn't a thing yet. There wasn't any more advanced. The electricity wasn't around yet. It like we knew what it was, but we had no idea how to deal with it.
And how long
then
did war
the war
last?
hit 20 years. During that war, technology advanced to basically a magical, like steampunky version of like
World War One.
World War One, World War Two mix.
So it's still the 1800s though.
No.
So that you still have the fantasy stuff in the background, but because of all the technology was deleted from everybody's mind, you could only fall back on the old technology, but the new technology and cultural impacts of said technology are still active. So like all the music that's being played is like jazz and stuff, and people are wearing nice trench coats and fedoras and stuff in the cities, and suits and ties and
Okay, so the culture of the 1950s.
nine,
But what the
1920s,
1920s,
1950s,
the Roaring
and
20s.
mix. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, anyway, we were met by the crowd.
And you hear clopping up behind you a horse.
Yay!
You turn around, I'm guessing.
I look behind me.
Hi there.
Oh.
It's me, HC with Sports Centaur, here to
Yeah.
interview you. let me ask you, how does it feel beating the champ? He's holding a microphone out to all four of you.
I'm more surprised. Just the way he was talking, I'm a little dumbfounded. But I say to him, hold on, I did my words in order. Honestly,
Wouldn't it just be Micken and Revolver or something?
yeah.
Yeah, it would just be you two.
I feel like I'm in the back, like just sitting out on the edge of the crowd, just waiting.
I say to, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
HC, you can call me HC. I'm the lead reporter with the Sports Centaur.
All I have to
this-
say is, I wish I could have fought him on equal terms, by myself. But, you know what? It was a good fight.
Oh, looking from how that fight went, if you'd fought him alone, you would have been splattered into dust immediately. And
That's why I'm saying,
Technically,
I
the
wish I
Coliseum
could've fought
champion
him
because
on
he's
terms.
the old. Nobody defeated him one on one. So
well, you guys are the new champs. What are you? I imagine you're gonna have all sorts of sponsorship deals, and you're gonna travel this Coliseum circuit now, ain't you?
You crazy?
That sounds like
Do you know
fun.
how much that pays?
Look, and I tap on the Jade Dragon thing. I got my own job I'm working on.
I already sponsored the Jade Dragons. This fight was brought to you, fine gentlemen,
No,
by
it wasn't.
the Jade Dragon Mercenary Company.
Okay, first off,
This-
no. We
What?
came here just of our own free will. We just are members of the Jade Dragon. This was
You're
kind of
telling
on a
me-
whim.
three Coliseum amateurs had never fought in a Coliseum like this before. Come up, challenge the champion, and win first try? That's ridiculous.
What's the name of your reporter guild?
It's the Sports Centaur.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
pun.
just,
all its own.
they like as this
joke
is
all
happening,
its
Edol is probably going to be pushing through the crowd trying to get closer.
This was a joke done on Dimension 20 like 3 days ago, and I immediately added it to the fucking game to steal it. It's so funny to me.
Oh, so Edel is going to be pushing through the crowd and approaching. He's going to come up and say, "Are you being harassed by this reporter,
Oh, we
Ah,
don't
there you are,
harass him.
Edel.
sir? Do you have a permit?
What's that?
You're required to have a permit to."
Oh, hey, what's that over there? And he points behind you.
Oh,
He's
look.
gonna make a.
I don't look. I just
don't
stare
look.
him down.
Well, bye. He gallops off.
Prick.
To be honest, I didn't actually know if they required a permit. It was a pure guess.
He did.
You shut him up, though. Thank
he-
you.
I rolled immediately for him, and he got a 2 for insight. So he immediately believed you.
You bullshit
Like,
your way through
Edel
it.
was purely bullshitting at that moment because he knows in some places they require permits to do interviews like that.
Oh, not here. They don't.
But you shut him up anyway.
But yeah, you guys have guys swarming you, offering sponsorships. The local Magic Guild asking about your magical equipment, and if you'd like to get some new equipment and run the circuit with using their equipment.
I yell at the top of my lungs. This was a one-time deal.
Why?
Shut the
Wait,
fuck up.
wait. How much are they going to pay you?
I looked at you like, dude, shut up.
I want to do it, but
Hey.
only if it can be sponsored by Click.
It could be a good temporary gig just to get some pocket money to.
Yeah, but we have some other shit we're doing.
True. But yeah.
Get some dwarf in your
Wouldn't the other guy still be the champion though? Because a group against a single person wouldn't.
No, he
Like
takes
you-
on groups all the time, so it's a fair game. Out of
There's-
curiosity,
Not any like specific rules about that in this Coliseum. Yes.
by the way, would it be in poor taste to go talk to him,
I don't know.
to
He's
Ace,
currently knocked out.
Yeah, he's
okay, when he
unconscious.
recovers?
He's probably recovering.
You can see off in the side in the first aid tent, some clerics are tending to him.
You didn't kill him, right?
No.
And they wouldn't be tending to
Good.
him if he was dead.
Well, they could be trying to keep him stable.
Ah.
Trying to get him back.
Okay, I looked over. Does anybody still have a very high healing potion? Any of you?
You don't need one. You just need to rest.
I'm not talking about me.
Not worth the
I'll
cost.
show respect to my fellow, fighter.
Hey, I don't got pocket money like you.
I look back at you like, really?
You just won 10,000 fucking gold.
12,000.
He doesn't realize that they had the side bet.
So does that no, you do not have a healing potion?
I do, but you got to pay me twice the cost.
Why aren't you a dick?
Don't you like only
Hey,
need a
you're
basic
rich
one to
now.
revive something?
TVP. TVP.
Also, aren't you a
Well.
cleric?
Yeah, I'm going over there.
He is a cleric. So that's also part of the
Yeah, but
reason.
I already used a lot of my spells.
Yeah.
And I was trying not to die during the fight.
So, you guys see you see Ace laying down in a cot. His armor's been gathered up next to him. It's gonna need repairs. He ripped it off pretty violently. But he's sitting up, kind of inspecting his axe.
Is it chipped?
No. It
It's a
seems
fire
pretty
axe.
well intact, yeah. And he looks over and says, "Ah, good fight. Finally,
fun.
someone dethroned me."
I'm glad I wasn't there because I don't want to get that axe into my head.
I'll finally take a fucking vacation, honestly.
How long? You don't get to take a
Uh,
vacation while you're the champion?
I mean, I could, but then I'd lose the title if I'm gone too long. They'd just replace me.
How
The
much do
show
you
must
make?
go on.
I hate to tell you this. Uh,
Oh
You're
yeah,
only
they're not continuing to be the champion, so you may get defaulted back to being the champion.
Okay.
Look, we're sorry. We just heard prize money, and figured take the crack at it. We were
Yeah, they're
past
also not
the
Coliseum
department
fighters.
job.
It's fine. You guys probably don't want to. This life's not for everybody.
But it could be for
Yeah.
us.
How much do you paid for it?
Purse every fight for me is usually around 1,000 gold. About 2 fights a week.
Well, it's better than you. That's better than. Oh no, that ends up being about as much as we would get from doing the potions. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but a secret runs out of potions eventually.
Aw.
Yeah,
never-
but
You guys never did it
Well,
long
we also-
enough to do that, but
Wait, we're not
yeah,
going
but
back?
but
What's-
also
yeah. So
she'll have a
at
stockpile.
least $1,000 a week plus any gambling, side gambling he does for 15 years.
He's rich.
He's fucking loaded, yeah.
Oh, by the way, question. Why do you still do this if you could have retired by now?
Because it's fun. And no one's beat
There's
me
bigger
yet.
enemies to fight.
You?
If you wanted to fight something, you could go fight some bigger enemies with that amount of money.
Well, yeah, but if I
Fight a,
get my ass kicked in some dungeon somewhere, no one's gonna see it. If I'm
Hire-
gonna die
hire a
glorious, I want to
cleric.
be in front of a crowd.
hire a cleric.
Uh,
No, do you want a crowd of like thousands, not a
Oh.
crowd of one?
I'm a
Lost
showman.
the
at heart.
audience.
Oh, so you're not there for the fight, you're there for the show.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's nice. That's also fun, but it's kind of pointless without getting paid and hearing the crowds chant your name every night. It's amazing. So nice.
Well,
It,
all I have to say is good fight,
well, you as well.
and hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Maybe. I'm probably gonna take a 3-month vacation at this point. They can't.
Where are you going to vacation to?
Hmm.
Oh,
We're heading
Huh?
to, what was the place we're going to? What's the city called?
Fire Island.
No, not the island. The city we're stopping at before we go to the island, where we're getting dropped off at.
Are we already there? Where are
Yeah,
we?
I got some family up in Winterkeep, up by the Great Ice Sea. A lot of us ice dragonborns live up there.
Wait, can you show the map real quick?
It'd be
Oh,
cool if that was like a
I can-
handout thing.
I could have sworn there was something up there, wasn't there?
Yeah, sure. I could send this. to
Where's
you.
the winter keep? Oh, he lives near that. Ooh. Can I? I'm gonna say, hey, what's the best way to get there then? I've
Winterkeep?
always wanted to go and see the Great Ice Sea.
Well, you can take a. Where is he?
Top right
Fastest
corner.
way technically would be to take a icebreaker. Well, take an airship direct. So that's expensive. I'll probably take an icebreaker up around the northern glaciers across the pole. I mean, icy types like me don't mind the cold much, so it's fine. Other people, they go straight across, dodge the unknown continent, and go that way. Some people take the long road across the land. It's technically more likely to be safer, but can also be more dangerous. There's no real fastest way to get there, aside from paying out the ass to hire a
Well,
airship to go.
if we do go up there, is there anybody you recommend speaking with?
My brother owns a blacksmith shop on the edges of the town. Name's Duke
What was his name?
Ace. Wait, what was whose name?
The tournament guy. Coliseum
Ace,
guy.
All right, the champion's name was Ace.
Yep.
I was typing it in notes. Well, if we do go out there, we'll probably stop by there.
Yeah, just tell him Ace sent you. He'll
Will do.
Unless he still remembers that thing I did. He might give you a discount. We'll find out.
Oh,
By the way, I meant to ask, where did you
By the
get
way,
those little
out of character,
anti-magic things?
Let
the reason I ask questions because that's where one of the statues is.
Mac.
Sorry.
He was mid-sentence.
Sorry.
What were you saying, Macon?
I meant to ask him. By the way, where did you get those little anti-magic orbs you threw?
Oh, I ordered those special.
Huh.
And they don't last very long, so they're not super useful, but they're you can I regathered them after the fight. I just take them to a wizard guy I know, and he recharges them with the spell. It's kind of like how Ring of Spellstorm works. Had some wizard friends used to use that. I just have them charge it into there, and when you activate it, toss it out, activates in the area. Only lasts maybe 30 seconds.
But is there ones that can hold other spells then?
I mean, technically, you can put any spell in that thing. That's just what I like to do. Helps me deal with casters. They're martial guys like me. If we can get close to them, it's no problem. But if there's multiple of you, or if you're using a lot.
That's why I
you
got
guys
this
are using
gauntlet.
A lot of enchanted stuff. I could see it on your person. I was hoping that cleric was more. I was hoping you weren't a cleric. I was hoping you were more of a caster. But then as soon as it went off, I saw those spiritual weapons still going. I was like, ah, damn it.
Sorry about that. Technically, I'm a fighter cleric. I'm both. Honestly, the party, I feel healing is just as helpful as hurting.
Hey, good healer in the party is important.
Very. He saved us more times than we should probably. He's probably saved us more times than we should have been needed saving.
By the way, I meant to ask you, where did you get that flaming axe?
Oh, Beatrice. I had her made custom.
Huh.
Did your brother make it?
Yeah. And then I had a wizard.
Yes, that would.
Fire enchantment.
It would help up in the
In the cold.
Yeah,
up in that cold.
A lot of the icier enemy bad guys. They're either
They don't like the fire.
So I can turn it on and off because some of them they're so cold the fire doesn't do anything to them though.
So it's better to try and
dragons,
break them than burn
the
them.
big dragons. I fought a big ice dragon once, and that thing, the fire didn't touch it.
Hey, speaking of dragons, yeah, those are formidable. They fought a mech dragon hybrid.
I
It
saw
was
my
a
sword, the handle.
the hell
devil
dragon.
ones from the war.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were out in one of the trench lands
Yeah, we were out
near
there for a
Neverwinter.
mission. Yeah, we were out there for a mission, and unfortunately, some little imps were trying to put one back together.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
they
lots of
slayed it.
magic. I show them. That's where I got the handle or the tooth and scales I use for this sword, and I show
Oh,
them
that's
the
a
sword.
nice sword.
This
Yeah,
is the
that
one I
custom sword?
lashed at you with the tendrils.
Oh yeah, that was fucking weird, man.
Well,
I
here's
don't-
what it is. And I
I don't
explained
like
the process
tentacles.
to him.
Very
No, I'm-
specifically.
I say to him, well, I had this idea, and I explained the whole process to him
That's
of how the sword works.
that's a neat little device you got there. That could serve you well. Keep it close. You
Eventually, it'll become
need it.
something probably highly sought after.
Yeah, I hope.
Well, I'll let you guys get to it. I gotta go back to nursing this bruise. Fill off that
podium.
What happened to Revolver? Is Revolver still is the Revolver still unconscious, or
I don't know. I think he's still muted. He's still here.
no? I
Oh,
meant
there
like his
he is.
character wasn't
Oh,
his
yeah, no,
character unconscious?
You would have woken up by now.
Okay, but
No, it would be funnier if I'm still unconscious. On
I
the
find
ground.
it funny that we're chatting with this guy while one of the people in the group was knocked out. We didn't even check on them.
Fireman carry draped over Scaly's shoulder.
but
I'm gonna look at Scaly and be like, are you gonna wake him up?
he'll be fine.
He needs a nap.
But I offer Ace a handshake,
Yep,
out
I'll
of
shake your hand.
respect.
Yep. Okay.
We better get on our way now.
Okay.
You guys still have. If you wanted to do anything else, you still have. You would have. Prep for that would have been a couple hours. It's getting late in the night. That's when the best.
Partying still goes on.
Yeah, partying never ends in this city. You can see off in the distance some fireworks going off, some celebration off in the northeast. Yeah, it's rowdy, but yeah, it's probably like 7 p.m. Getting dark out.
All right.
You got.
I was gonna say,
next morning.
if Revolver's character hasn't woken up yet, I was gonna take him back to the ship to let him sleep it off.
Okay.
And then maybe they'll take a crack at a roulette wheel or something.
How are y'all gonna split the money then?
By the way, where's Mr. Gibbs? Like, where would his character be?
Still being interviewed.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, he's probably.
And Scully just came online. So that's funny. Okay. I do have a question.
Only one?
Yes.
Lucky.
Okay. What is said question?
Does the Church of Luck give luck blessings?
Eh. Oh. I see what you mean.
I think it would be by appointment only. And
What's
you
a
would
luck
have,
blessing?
and you would have to prove that it's not for gambling.
If it wasn't by appointment only, I would have asked for it for the upcoming stuff we're going to be dealing with at the
I feel
Fire
like
Giant's place.
they originally because so many people invoke her name here. Her power is strong here, so they had to build a temple, but they see
They don't want it abused.
they feel like just blessing every single person that comes in. Oh yeah, you have some luck. You have some luck. The
There's
city
not luck.
officials are like, hey, cut it out. And two, they're like, it's kind of like if everybody's lucky,
Nobody
lucky.
is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
make nobody lucky.
All right.
Can I at least go there and hope we just
I mean, you could
Give-
pray to Timora.
just give a quick prayer and just wish a hope for luck towards.
Roll me a religion check.
Is there
Oh,
a blessing
God.
of unluck?
We'll
On
find
my
out.
enemies?
She's not she's a goddess of luck, not unluck.
So
Same thing.
luck
Goes hand in hand.
with luck, there's good luck and
Oh,
bad
God.
luck. Luck encompasses both.
You definitely did not just see what I rolled.
I do.
Hi,
Hey,
Gibbs.
hey, Scully, I may have tried to pray to the goddess of luck and rolled a nat one.
So now we get to discuss why a goddess of luck encompasses not just good luck but also bad luck.
Actually,
I am sorry, guys.
oh god.
I feel like you get to just choose some roll to make me re-roll.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I was gonna say,
You go into the temple and you sit down in one of the pews and there's the big statue there. There's a guy giving a sermon off to the side. There's some private talks with other priests off to the side. There's a big line for the appointment window, and you can see like every 2 minutes someone storms off, and then someone else will be like, come out looking happy. It's like a lot of people come there trying to game the system, and only a few people actually ever get the blessings. But yeah, you sit down and what would you say? How would you pray?
I would ask for her blessing to assist us in our quest towards the what was the island called again? The
Fire Island or whatever.
The Arn Rock on
well,
in the Steam Island in the steamy. What does it call it? Where the fuck am I? Why is it not loading? The Lake
Steam
of Steam.
Sea, Lake
The
of
Arn
Steam,
Rock on the Lake of Steam.
Arn Rock.
Yes.
I would ask for her blessing to assist us
Mm.
in our upcoming travels to the Arn Rock in the Lake of Steam.
Ooh.
Yeah, you feel. You know that feeling when like you feel like there's something on the back of your neck,
Mm-hmm.
and like you just kind of shake your head and it goes away. The feeling doesn't go away. It's just like a kind of tingle there, moving around a bit.
I hope my prayer didn't go to the wrong god.
That'd be awesome.
Anything else you want to do?
Go hold up in my room and not come out.
Aw.
You don't know that you roll.
I know.
All right.
He's not a partying person though, so he's just gonna go back to his.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's gonna go relax.
I was gonna say before we leave, I was gonna stock up on some stuff.
Oh, I
Like-
gotta show Scully. So you were all after the fight when you won. You beat the champion of 15 years. You were swarmed by people looking for interviews.
Not again.
And where did I put it?
And
No.
the centaur.
Oh god.
Ah!
The sports centaur, HC.
Sorry, the what?
The sports centaur.
It's Sports Centaur. There's a news program in the U.S. called Sports Central.
Sports centaur.
Ah,
He's just making
It doesn't make
very
as much sense when he doesn't have that as a reference to what the pun
Yeah,
is.
whatever. But no, he also looks specifically like Harry Carey,
Mhm.
which no one else got that joke. I don't think.
I got it.
you did?
It's too corny.
Let me ask you: would you rather have both your legs cut off in a horrible train accident, or have an ice cold beer?
Train accident, please.
Really?
Yes.
I guess I'm a warrior for a reason. Anyway, yeah. So you guys got your payout. How you split that 12,000 gold is up to you. It's your three's money.
It kind of sucks
Hey,
that shit happens and I miss the money making.
4K each.
well, I was gonna say, we did do that, or did the rest of? How many people are in our party?
Five.
Again? 5.
Or 5 total, so it'd be 2,000
Okay,
each.
so technically,
Or if you split the 10,000 evenly.
well, I was gonna say, for me, Revolver, and Scully, we had to do 3,000 each, and you both did 1,500.
Cool.
That's fine by me.
I'm not asked the other two who fought if they're okay with this.
3,000 each.
Still unconscious.
Yeah, you still haven't
I
woken up
won the
Revolver. You still have him
Yeah.
just draped over your shoulder.
Let me roll to see how, because when you stabilize, you should actually, by the rules, roll a d4 to see how many hours till you wake up. Yeah, you're still asleep.
Okay, I'll ask Mr. Gibbs.
Aye.
If he's okay with this.
For what? 3,000 each.
Or, yeah,
and then
for
when you
you
say
three,
the
and
rest
then-
for the party.
Yeah, I call it a win.
All right.
Okay.
however, far over carrying capacity.
I did bet 1,050 gold earlier on a camel race and lost 500 gold. 550 gold.
So me and Mac get 1,500 gold. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My money has doubled. Yes.
My money has gone up about 1,000 from where I
Mine's
started
tripled.
this session.
Tripled, so I'm calling it a
Yeah.
win.
So yeah, this is a
We're poor.
not quite standard city, but there's shops, there's souvenirs, there's, you get.
Can I
you
see if the person who
get
who
drunkenly
sells
married,
those
the
joke magic
hooker.
items is here?
Zimzam? You want to see if
Yeah.
Zimzam Zimbalor is here? Make a
Yeah.
investigation check.
Can I also look?
Because I want to sell him the
Helping do it.
the fish
Yeah.
thing.
The sentient fish.
The fish, like the wall fish thing.
Oh, that one.
Alright.
Yeah, no. The
Be happy.
Sen-
sentient fish keychain is revolvers.
Mhm.
Oh. While we're in town, and
Yeah, I rolled a 25.
there's Jade Dragons thing around here somewhere, or at least a place
In
where
this
they.
city,
No.
no, there's
Not. I feel like there would be like a small, like 3-person thing, not like a full.
No, not even
thing.
that. Not in this city. They have no permanent presence.
You probably could find other Jade Dragon people here, but not an
Yeah, you might.
actual presence of them.
That would also, if you want to find some of them, you could make an investigation check as well. But for
Yeah.
now, let's.
I
see.
rolled a 25 for the
Yeah,
Zim check.
25. Let's see. Where would he drop?
And if he is here, I'm gonna bring Revolver too, in case Revolver wants to.
Still unconscious revolver.
I'm gonna wake Revolver up. If he is here, if I find him, I'm gonna go back, wake Revolver up.
Okay. I'm gonna say plopped down in front of rectangle. Warp. Nope, that doesn't work. In front of the entrance to the lighthouse in the bay is a building that was not there an hour ago. It's very out of place.
I'm gonna walk right in and say, "Hello, Zimzam. I got something for you."
Customers, yes. Hello again. I forget what his voice was, so I'm just going crazy with it.
I think that makes sense for him.
Let me find my notes. He would say, and I would say. I wasn't expecting you to come looking for this guy.
Hey,
No,
I held onto the fish for a reason. We gotta sell it.
Ah, you got something there for sale, do you?
It was given to me by a chaos god. At least I
Or
think he
some
was a
sort of-
chaos god. His name was Mr. Fantastic,
Amazing.
and it's a singing fish made of gold. I think it's made of gold. At least gold plated.
Yeah, it looks to be made of solid gold, but you passed an intelligence check to see that it did not weigh as much as something made of solid gold.
But it is magical, so maybe it has some magic thing making it weigh less.
Gold plated.
So he's going to cast Identify on it. Ah, yes, gold-plated Billy Bass from Not Here. How did you get this?
Won a fishing contest hosted by a Mr. What was his name? Mr. Fantastic, right?
The Marvelous Mr. Fantastic.
It
yes.
was hosted by the Marvelous Mr. Fantastic in a memory simulation thingy. At least that's what we thought it was, but it wasn't actually. So it was like his own special plane thing. At least that's my assumption.
Okay. Let's see. Let's make.
I also have a friend who has a sentient fish keychain.
And I have a
For
spoon.
this, do you have any batteries for it?
No, but I have gotten it working for a little bit. it with using
Well, that's a
electricity.
simple solve, and he walks over to a bin labeled double A's. Pulls out two Duracells.
What are those?
Do you see two little black
No, my
cylinders?
character asks, "What are those?"
Duracell double A's. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Plops 4 of them into it and presses the button, and it starts singing, "Uptown girl, you've been living in a downtown world." And he says, "I'll give you 300 gold for it," and flops it on the wall without even asking.
I'm gonna roll persuasion to see if I can
Get more.
ask for more.
Sure, roll me.
I'm gonna say, can I get? How about 500? It is one of a kind.
480.
I'll take it.
Deal. He gives you 400.
I slap him and give a firm handshake. Do you want me to get my other friend to come over here? He has a sentient fish keychain.
I'm highly intrigued.
You just wait here, or I'll be back. And
Okay.
I go out and go get Revolver.
You just hear it mumbling into the distance. Uptown girl. Yeah, inquire.
His head now.
Revolver. You gonna go sell your sentient fish keychain?
Maybe he wants to keep it.
Well, I'm just telling him in case he wants it too.
It's the best thing. I have literally 3 rings, and this is the best one out of all of them.
Okay.
But it's but does it do anything else other than talk?
What's better than that?
Not really. Not really. No, it does not convince me in the slightest.
You can make lots of money.
No.
Well, yeah, he did
love it, it's
technically
fine.
just earn a lot of money, so I don't think it would matter.
Well,
Oh,
Zim
my
Zam
bad.
would have said as you were leaving that he does have new stock.
Oh, well, I'll go back anyways just to see what his new stock is.
I follow along. By the way, Admiral. Brain. Since during the Coliseum fight,
Yes.
when I tried to use the iron bands on the gladiator and he succeeded
broke
in
out.
breaking. Yeah, they're in
The bands are destroyed. Yes.
I was gonna say, does that disintegrate them or does it just break into pieces?
It destroys them permanently.
Yeah, they can be fixed.
Okay. No, I'm not saying that, but was there any pieces of it left that maybe I could figure out something else to do with them?
I mean,
Inert metal.
like chunks of raw iron, yeah, and iron bands and stuff. It's just like with random rivets and oddly placed hinges and
The material they're made out of wasn't special. It's the enchantment that was special.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Never mind then. I just forget. I follow you to Zim
I mean,
Zams.
you could get scrap metal prices for it.
Yeah, I
Maybe
forget
like
it.
5 silver
Okay,
at
yeah, I'm
most.
saying let's forget.
Mhm.
Okay, so
And I know if you to Zim Zams just for the hell of it.
I'm gonna go and look at whatever something random in his new stock. Whatever is the shiniest, most interesting looking item.
you walk in and Zim Zam's talking to you, and you hear whispering out of the corner of your ear. Off to your left.
I will head that direction because
Yeah, Zim Zam.
ominous whispering never goes wrong.
And so Zim Zam sees you walk away and says, you've seen my newest item, the amulet of demon summoning. Can be used to summon a single demon named. Well, I'm not gonna say it because that's how you summon him. But here,
So-
I'll give you a piece of paper. If
Can
you
I
buy it,
summon
you
him?
can-
Is it a one single use or?
If you summon the demon by saying its name, then what's the point of the amulet?
No, my question is it a single use?
Yeah, yes, but that now you have a demon working for you.
Can I see the contract that goes with it?
Well, it's not. That's devils. Demons don't have contracts. His soul is bound to this amulet with a magical curse, and by speaking his name and giving him a command, he will follow this command and then return to the abyss from whence he came forever.
What if the command is to force him to sign a contract? Would that work?
Demons don't follow contracts.
What if it was?
Hence the blood
I-
war.
I don't want that. I wanted to. If it was multiple uses, I would have thought of it, but no.
I mean, it's a powerful demon. You could literally just say, "Hey, demon," say his name.
Go kill the
"Go-
Hellslayer.
Go kill this guy. Yeah, you could tell him to do that. He might do it.
He'll try.
He'll try.
New
He-
party
he-
member. New party member.
He would
You
be forced to do it, wouldn't
He
he?
could probably do pretty good. Yeah, you could also order him to join your party for 3 days.
What kind of? Oh, does it only last 3 days?
If that's what your order is.
Couldn't we order him to follow up to assist us until we complete our mission to killing for hunting the Hellslayer and killing him?
I
Probably.
like a number 8. A number 8 large.
How much is it?
150 gold.
And what kind of demon is it?
Give me 1 second.
I like the idea that he's just like looking side to side for a second.
He's opening a file cabinet and like,
Not the Fey summoning amulet. I sold that the other day. Poor guy.
this is me looking up an actual list of different types of demons because
I like to imagine that he sold a Fey summoning amulet at some point to somebody. The Fey that it summons is just summoned, but they don't. You can't order them or anything. You just forcefully summon them there, and it just summons some powerful Fey, and they get pissed off at you because of it.
All right. I asked while he's rummaging through the files. I asked, "What else do you have?" Out of curiosity.
I'm also rummaging through the files. That's the issue.
You want us to give us a good demon, but not one too powerful.
I say, is there anything useful for a fighter?
Well, he was saying he has to. He's looking at something.
I know. I'm
so-
just saying for when he's done with that.
It's a Babolith. A Bab-
I am gonna roll to see if I know what that is.
It's gonna talk
okay,
a
roll
lot.
me a
History,
history or arcana.
because he
or
would be
intelligence.
thinking back to his all
You did
the
not.
stuff he studied during war. Just
Oh, right. You did say you studied Abyssal for some reason.
yeah.
Then I roll history too. Just to
No,
see
he
if I
studied
know that.
Infernal, but I feel like he would also have studied that too. Like studied not just devils but also demons.
You Scaly, you would know that that's the name of a giant spider demon. Like a spider demon the size of a fucking elephant.
Lunch.
I looked at
Pretty nasty demons.
I looked over and say it's basically a giant spider. I say no.
What was it called again?
A Beblith?
A what? A what?
Beblith?
Belith?
Bebilith.
Hmm.
Bebilith. Yeah.
Bibbolith.
And just like Beetlejuice, it spawns into a room.
They're 14 feet tall and wide and long.
Oh, by the way, that's not a. It doesn't have a 5e version of it, just so you know.
I know.
Fuck it. I want it.
There's like almost no 5e demons that I can find that
Mhm.
are useful.
It's my money. I'm buying it.
And you want it
Oh,
now.
yeah. Certainly. He takes the gold and hands you a.
But before I buy it, I want to verify a few things.
Okay.
What are the exact are there any stipulations on the orders you can give?
No.
Are there any limitations?
I think you can't order it to permanently destroy itself. Because then it will just not do that and
Okay.
break its own contract.
Is
and
there
return
any
to
time
shit.
limits?
I don't know. I didn't trap the thing. I just bought it from a crazy wizard. He seemed very upset.
Why?
What is this wizard's name?
I didn't ask.
I'm still buying it because it sounds fun. What's 630 minus 150? That's
You only have 630 gold.
No, I have 2,630. It makes it easier to do math that way, so that would be 5,480. Yeah. Okay. Now let Micken do what he wanted. He wanted to ask if there's anything
Well, first
fighter.
I have to give you the name, the list of the name to summon.
Is it written down?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because it would be ironic if he said, "Oh, well, the name is this," and he actually causes it to work.
That was an option.
Please God now.
I gotta message you.
Timbuktu. That's a weird name. Stuff.
So you see the issue here.
Can learn to. I can keep. I feel like I would figure out how to say it at least once.
Okay.
Might I ask you one other question?
Sure.
Do you have anything that will help me say something?
No.
Damn it. He says yes, but it makes you say it
I have the
incorrectly.
skill of translation still, but good luck.
Can I see the name?
Now,
Do you
I'll
hand
show
me-
you
that
it.
thing
It
now.
is literal gibberish. It is Zibza.
A portal opens. No.
Can I roll a D100 to see if I
No.
can
You
I roll
don't have
two
to.
D100s?
Okay.
okay.
If I get two of the what is it, the
Same number.
100, two 100s on it, it works. Okay,
Now.
Sure.
very unlikely, but it gives me a chance. I do not.
No. Not even close.
Hey,
Alright,
if I did
I
it would have been funny because it would have
Even
probably
I
been
know
really
that
fucking
was
huge.
completely incorrect. I think you called me a goat whore.
I am
Weird.
sorry, I don't know Infernal. I only know Abyssal.
It's abyssal.
Oh, that's Abyssal?
Yes.
I mean, I know Infernal, not Abyssal. I got it back.
It's very simple. Demons are from the hells. They're the ones that make contracts. They're lawful evil. No, wait, I had that backward. Devils are the ones. Hold on. So it's the opposite of. Huh. Get back to me on this.
Okay, let's
Alright,
make him
anyway.
look at it.
Anyway, do you have anything interesting that a fighter should use? Or even a cleric, for that matter?
Let's see.
Would comprehend languages work?
I have some arrows of returning. You never run out of arrows.
They fly back at you the same as if you attack. There's somebody shot at you.
Perhaps. I know some monks that's not an issue.
Oh yeah, but not for a fighter.
Uh,
What about for healing?
he
He is a cleric too.
I have healing potions.
No, I meant like items that are related to healing, like when he heals somebody or something.
Okay, other than the arrows, what else you got?
What's the
Charm of
fanciest?
warning.
There's a what?
Charm of warning. It
What
warns
does that
Warning
do?
or
about to be
warding?
attacked.
Let me guess. It does it less than a second before you get a hit.
No.
It only affects like if the
Oh, is
I
it
mean-
only when it's something that will hurt it?
yeah.
No.
I'm gonna identify it.
Okay.
Wait, that would take 10 minutes. Never mind.
I was just about to hit send on that. Yeah, it's a bit loud, but no one will be able to sneak up on you. Specifically, just you. Basically, it would no one would ever be able to get a surprise attack on you.
Be able to get
Right.
deafened?
Is what he's saying. Yep.
I'm guessing it deafens you because of how loud it is.
Who can say?
Alright.
Is there any? What is the biggest and most
triple
shiny object he has?
That was the amulet.
But that's not big and shiny. That's
Okay.
That's also the charm of warnings. Pretty.
Does he have any weapons?
He has that flaming sword that you need clumsy fireproof gloves to use. That gives you disadvantage on every attack. This is a joke shop. There's
I
nothing
know.
actually useful.
Hey, you forget how useful things can be
Alright.
with
I
creativity.
asked him a simple question.
Yes.
Do you have anything that's good for diversions?
Huh.
Why would you need that?
In case we need something to go a different direction? Yeah, never mind.
What is the? Does he have any items that he has been having a hard time selling? Like
Yeah.
anything that's obviously like super dusty and hasn't been looked at in a long
He's got
time.
a crate of duct tape.
Awesome.
Wait,
How
what?
much?
15 silver per roll.
Magical items.
I'll
Wait,
buy
you have
10
a
duct tape.
crate of duct tape.
Oh yeah, here's a ring of distraction.
What's the deal?
It distracts people.
Do I have to be wearing it for it to do it?
Yes, requires attunement. Ring of distraction, when activated, causes loud noises and lights. 15 DC 15 whiz save. And if you fail, you're distracted and forget what you were doing.
I
Hell
think
no.
that's
I'll
perfectly
leave.
fine. Does it only work on the person wearing it, or is it what was the rate? It was a radius.
It does work on every creature in range, including the user.
That is fine. If you're not getting that, Micken, I'm getting it.
Oh, okay. I start to leave, but I'm gonna knock yourself out.
75 gold. It requires attunement.
Alright, I'm doing the load for
Can
a
I test
normal
it?
shop.
Sure.
Can I buy something?
Yeah, sure. What do you want?
What
Revolver?
was the roll?
So you'll have to wait 10 minutes to attune to it, and then roll
Yeah.
a whiz save.
Okay, I wanted to see if I could make him forget what he was doing. I can tell him, well, you're going to sell me this for 10 gold. I'm not going to actually do that because I just realized my character wouldn't do that. Never mind.
But anyway,
Revolver wanted to buy something.
Yeah. Got any good books?
Huh? I sold that one book to your friend
Me.
here.
Here, you want it back?
I'll buy it to you for 20 gold.
Sure. That's better than nothing.
He takes it in 20 gold. You thought that was going to be so useful. It could have been
Hey.
technically if you had the perfect situation for it, but you
It is very situational. It could be fun to use, but didn't end up being
Yeah.
useful.
any good books. He's got some smut in the back.
What?
It's not magical or anything. It's
Yeah,
just,
no, that's just
that's his side business.
that's the adult section.
Ew.
There's Tusk Glove, stuff like that.
The what?
Tusk Glove.
don't worry about it.
Pirate
Yeah, it's a
or
reference. It's a
adventure
reference.
romance.
Do you have anything that lets you sap life from people?
No. That's a good idea. Well, it's time for me to hit the trail.
Don't make something that saps life
Oh,
from
man.
people that are wearing it. That would be bad.
Yeah, you want a book? Here, have this book. And he throws his book at you.
By the way, quick
Well,
question:
what is it?
how do you move this thing?
You don't know. You can't read it.
What do you mean I can't read it?
It's in a language you don't understand.
I can read all languages.
You can read all languages?
Yeah.
How can you read all language? Hold on.
Eyes of the Runekeeper invocation.
Do you activate it?
It's passive.
Well, this is a bad decision. This
Yeah,
is
too late.
this is a book that he did not know what it was. He thought it was pure gibberish. Clearly, this is basically a stat increase book for what's a good stat?
Huh.
What would it be? What's a good one? Intelligence.
Oh, I need
Oh,
that. That would be good for me.
Nah, fuck that.
He
it's
would have to
allowed.
tell you.
I can use
And
comprehend
you'd have to
languages.
be able to read it.
I can comprehend languages.
You.
Did you
in
I'm
the
gonna ask him
instructions-
what is
in the
that.
front-
When I realize he can read it.
Let me explain it to him first. In the front page, you realize it tells you you have to read this for an hour a day for one not non-consecutive month.
They don't have to be days in a row.
You can accelerate this by reading an entire day, but after an hour, it's half as effective. So you'd have to basically reread each page twice.
Revolver. What is your
Yeah.
stat for your spellcasting? I'm pretty sure it's charisma, isn't it?
Charisma, yeah.
Mine is intelligence.
Yeah, but you know,
I
I'm
will give
kinda
you.
greedy for it, you know. I mean, I got this book for free. You fucking
Just
willing to
noticed you
pay-
added alcoholism to your flaws.
yeah.
It's been so long. How have I never noticed you did that?
Wow.
Okay. By the way,
Yeah.
question. I'm asking him, how do you move this thing? Does it teleport or does it like fly? I've never
Ah,
actually seen it move.
Let me show you. And he closes the door and pulls a lever. And very suddenly, you guys are bumped into by a large cart pushing its way through the street. Make a perception check.
Perception.
You all get kind of knocked down and pushed away from looking in that direction.
Hold on.
Scully,
Damn.
Pardon?
you want to roll me a perception check?
Sure.
What's it in 20?
Maybe. It is kind of what I'm good at.
Yeah, so Edel, you think you see some kind of movement out of the corner of your eye as you try to whip your head back in time. But very suddenly, you look away and you look back, and suddenly it's just not there. It's like it was never there. And you see the lighthouse tender just standing there, like pale face, horrified look in his eyes, like what the I was standing out front, and then I was nowhere.
Oh, so
God.
he just replaces part of space temporarily.
I don't.
Edel's gonna walk over and pat him on the shoulder and say, "It happens to the best of us."
You alright, sir?
I need to go. I'm gonna go.
Go take a nap. You'll wake up feeling better.
I'm going to the temple. Are you crazy?
No, it happens to the best of us. You don't need to go to the temple.
He sprints off.
Bye. Good
Yeah,
luck.
I'm gonna say I think that he just replaces part of space temporarily, and whatever was there prior is no longer there for until he moves.
Mr. Gibbs, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 18.
You notice as the guy's running away, the other people look away. You don't. He vanishes like a major illusion would, and out in the bay, you see the very top of the building that was just standing there, dipping down into the water.
That's certainly one way to get out.
You're the only one that saw this.
Well, when are we heading out?
So it's getting pretty late at night.
By the way, can I roll that once per session to see if I can figure out the name?
Sure.
Well, if Revolver can like read all stuff, can he read the name too? Something?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah. Let me go over to Revolver.
Don't say
Don't
it.
pronounce the whole thing at once. Pronounce the second half of it, then pronounce the first half,
Okay.
and I'll show him the name.
You can send it to him.
Victo.
Or just
Give me a
have,
second.
or
I'll
just
send
have
you the
Revolver
name.
say it when
Matsu
we
Harado
read it.
Nikto.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
Ah, God damn it. God damn it. Let me highlight it. Computer. Okay. Filthy Revolver. That is the name.
Oh God. He was there.
Can you? No,
Yes.
don't say the set. No, say it. Set the second half first, then the first half.
Turns out to be Ashley Rick.
With your Eyes of the Runekeeper, it would read as Kwan Bagasen Jekwani Zebza for the second.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Try it to say it.
So I'm telling you this, your character just knows how to do this now. You don't have to remember this. And the first half would be Quij Diskilidid Wit Yapaqua.
Can I try saying it in the right order?
I may have a
I'll
special.
put it in.
I do not have a special tongue. I do not know if I can pronounce this.
How is it just
Max
translated?
Revolver. Seriously, save it for their combat or something.
If he can like comprehend it, can he just like write it down in common?
If they say that while I'm trying to say the name, I will stop. But yeah, you could just write it down in common to make it easier to pronounce. Right? Yeah, just you can write it down phonetically. That'll work.
I'm
And
gonna need,
once
like-
we're outside of town, we can do it. How long till the airship leaves?
It leaves at 5 a.m. So it's
Okay.
like 9 p.m. now.
I'm heading
Okay.
back to the ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to summon it when we actually head to the Fire Island thing.
On the Fire Island.
Not on the fire, yeah, probably when we're on it.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's probably it's probably immune to fire, to be honest. It is a demon.
Perhaps. I didn't think you would buy it, so I'm gonna have to invent stats.
Oh dear.
You can take one of the previous game stuff and just modify it, or somebody's probably made it a homebrew version of it.
I didn't know Revolver had Eyes of the Runekeeper.
I also have comprehend languages, but that's weaker than that. That's what sucks.
But yeah, if you guys don't do anything else, you guys get a good night's sleep on the ship, and in the morning you're woken by the crew battening down the hatches. The captain asks for, did I win anything from the wheel?
Huh?
He won 20 gold out of what he gave you.
We gave him the 20 gold.
Ah, not the best payout, but money's money.
What'd you bet?
Got like 100, didn't he?
He bet a straight 100 on pure gas, and then a side bet, and that's how he got his 2 times payout on a 10.
You know what you should have bet? You should have bet that these crazy people would have won against the champion.
Yeah, I saw. I was in the. I had time to go see a match, and you imagine my surprise when you guys show up and kick his ass. Well, he didn't kick his ass. He also kicked your ass at the same time. But
Yeah.
like
He got
Revolver
2 out
man,
of 3. So.
Boltar man, he really rushed you pretty hard there.
I cast one spell, and he
He went
kicked
roid
me.
rage on your ass.
I used your summon Fae to summon a pentacorn to fight him.
Wait, what?
That
A pentacorn. It's a unicorn with 5 legs. 10 legs. No,
20 legs, 5.
20 legs, 5 horns.
Ah.
It works?
You just multiply a unicorn by 5.
I
Is that
don't
how
like
it
it.
works?
It is a monstrosity that you do not want to look at because I hate it. By the way, did that thing disappear?
He chopped his head off and it
Beheaded
poofed into smoke and returned to the Fae like most summons.
Okay, good. I just want to check.
Also,
Fuck.
we used up all the armor piercing rounds.
Yeah, I got like 2 left.
Ow.
Like, you know how much those things cost?
No.
Dude, the dude was in heavy armor.
Yeah.
At least you made money off of it. I hope they didn't cost more than you made.
Money can be used to purchase.
We done
'cause
for
they're-
We
free.
made 3 grand. I think we made all up 12 grand, so yeah.
Yeah, but still, what I was saying is, I hope the cost of replenishing those isn't more than what y'all made.
I say
How much are they
Neil.
worth?
On a good day, you can find a clip of 5 of them for maybe 150 gold,
Oh, and they're cheap. I thought they were more
30
expensive.
gold each. Yeah.
Yes.
And I say the Admiral.
Huh?
I say the Eagle. I say to him, dude, are they not counting the armor piercing? I still have like 40 rounds of standard rifle mag ammo.
Oh, who knows if we'll need them against the fire giants?
Actually, wait, let me
Are fire
recount that.
giants
I have
known for wearing
45
armor?
bullets.
Giants
To
aren't
be honest,
known
I
for
have
being smart.
no clue.
Roll me a history check.
Nope.
They could, they might not. I have no clue.
Gibbs, since you were asking, you can roll too.
History check, yeah?
Nope.
Nope.
Yep, no, neither of you are. You might have encountered a.
I might have encountered some
Stone
big guy
giant.
that was hot, and but that may have just been it may have been me remembering. It may have just been a really hot day that day.
I thought you said
It was a long time ago. It was before I even entered basic.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know. So fire giants served in the war on the side of the devils. You know that, but you never fought them. You don't know anything about them. They were all off in more like volcanic regions. You fought more in forested regions.
All right.
So yeah, the ship's taking off.
Too bad my gauntlet didn't have a cool metal spell instead of heat metal. If it had heat metal, it would have become cool metal.
The next leg of the journey follows the coastline up to Sidolfer. Excuse me. Over. So the captain says we can either. We're going to want to decide now. Do we want to save a half day by going direct over the Alamore Mountains? The Alamere Mountains? Or we can cut south when we get near there and go along the coast there. And that would
What's
add
the
12
downside?
hours. But it would add 12 hours, but we wouldn't have to go. We would have to seal up the ship, and air in here would be. We wouldn't run out of air, but if anything happens, we'd have a tough time landing.
Well, if you got enough water for us to put our head in, I can make us all be able to breathe water.
That's fucking weird, and I like it.
You have any barrels of water?
They did. That was the whole point of Kalimport. They were stocking up on water and food supplies.
I think we should go over the mountains.
I also said the other. Okay. We already had one near mid-air crisis.
And
Which one? What?
we didn't die.
We've had 2.
We had pirates, and then we also almost hit the ocean when we emergency reset.
Oh yeah, true.
Then also the flying birds things.
That was the emergency
Wyverns.
reset.
Oh.
All right,
So, yeah,
mountains. it
so
is.
this is going to be a 4-day trip across the land here.
Can I make contingency plans for if anything does happen?
How so? What are your plans?
Meaning just like so I can use my plan ability.
Sure, I'll let you set the crew, or the captain, or both.
I am good with that.
Okay, so
At least the crew, the captain, and myself, at least.
Yeah. So the crew and the captain usually count as one person. They always go on the same initiative. So I'll let you put them in part of your plan. So you can put if it's a 2-target thing.
It's based on my modifier, so 3.
Okay, so you got you, them, and one other person.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick a.
And how long does this last?
Everybody's toe. Well, it's literally depending on the situation. It would be for if a situation arises.
Sure, I'll allow it.
I'm gonna choose Scully.
Yo.
Mr. Games.
You're part of my plan.
Wants to roll the travel luck.
I think that the person who's been luckiest today should do it, and that is definitely not me.
Straight D20.
A straight D20?
Yeah, for
don't
luck of traveling.
Does anybody have halfling luck? Wait, does anybody have halfling luck or luck?
That only works on a nat 1. This was a 2.
No, or does anybody have a luck thing? Luck die.
I have
the lucky feet.
The coin that I got from the trickster guy. I can use that.
No, that would be a waste. That is literally really powerful. Only do that if we're all about to die.
His coin is a luck.
Oh no, he had no. That was the one I had.
Yeah, he also got one of those, didn't you?
No, he got the favor coin. Oh no, that was Revolver. Did Revolver say that, or was that Monkey?
Yes, Revolver said that.
Oh, Revolver. Sorry, I thought you were Monkey. Yeah, you can use that. Yeah, I was confused.
If you want to, you can re-roll the 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
Why? Just leave it at 2.
So we don't die?
Save the coin for a saving grace.
Nah.
Okay.
It's a little bit better than a 2.
You guys are traveling across the coastline, and you hit just about Manshaka on the first day, and you see on the horizon a huge storm coming in. And the captain says, "Fuck, we got 2 choices. We can power through it, or set down in Manshaka for the night."
Can you go over it?
No, we'd had that type of storm. No, we wouldn't be able to breathe up there. The hull would depressurize.
We're landing.
Thunderstorm. Yeah. Thunderstorm.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Oh my god.
Okay, fine.
Push it.
Okay. He's gonna.
We had 2-4-2 against, but Scully has to decide then.
I'm deciding since I rolled the shit.
You're the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Lovely. Is this sort of a storm we can survive, or is this very much like?
Roll me a nature check.
Oof.
I'll roll nature too. Just goddamn.
Little water won't hurt us.
I mean, you've thrown through storms in this ship before. It's rough. This storm doesn't look from here. You've seen worse storms in your life. You think it'll probably be fine, and if not, you can always put down in the water below, or just the sand below.
Or me and you could fly. So
yeah,
no.
It doesn't. If the ship falls, me and you will be fine.
You do have 3 of you that can
fly.
Do two flyers, one that can short range teleport.
Or I can. I'm holding on to that scroll, so
yeah, you could also always. You think from that check what your idea of this storm is the negatives of waiting outweigh the positives of pushing through it. It's not your ship. You don't have to pay for repairs.
You mean the other way around, where the benefits of pushing through it are better than the negatives of waiting?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
How
but yeah,
far would
so-
you like
so-
fall per like round thing?
Technically,
guys-
D&D is instant.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The rules are that, but in his rules, it's going to be different.
The D&D rules are stupid, especially when you're dealing with airships, because if you fall off the edge, you're
Yep.
instantly dead.
Yeah.
There's no saving from it by the rules. It's stupid.
I think the fall thing should be like there's a person who did really good homebrew rules. I don't remember what it was.
Anyway, we don't have to worry about this right now.
We'll worry about it if we need to.
I'm gonna need. What kind of check would be helping with ship stuff? Well, you're each gonna have to. So you're pushing through the storm, and it's getting bad.
You would
The
designate
ship
for
rocking
different rules.
side
it
to
would be different
side
checks.
in the wind, getting pushed like hundreds of feet off to the side from gusts. The captain's like, I need someone to give the engineers some help to boost the engine. Who here thinks they got an ideas with that?
Who's good at Arcana?
Some Braid said to cast mending on it.
Sure.
That would work, yeah.
Alright, so I'm going over there, I guess.
Yeah. Roll me an Arcana check then.
With advantage because the mending
Yes, with advantage. +2 as well. I had a +2 on there.
on top.
damn
of
it!
Yeah.
Throwing
Fuck
good
it.
stuff at you. You guys are going.
Can I go and help?
Yes,
He,
please.
he already had advantage.
Shit. No, I meant like run over if things start going wrong.
Well, things are going wrong. He's trying to mend some of the smaller steam pipes, but they're breaking. They're
Quicker than he can
bursting
put
their
them back
steam
together.
faster than he can put them together.
Well,
And the captain's like, the engineer's like, we're pushing it too hard. We gotta slow down. We can't force our way through this storm. We gotta ride it out. And the captain's like, all right, we gotta
minute.
find a calmer spot in the storm. Who we need someone to secure themselves on the upper deck and spot for us.
perception, or is that in
That would be a perception.
What's your perception, Scully?
+8.
Okay, you're better than me. I think you're
Alright.
the best. I have
He's-
5, so
He hands you a rope that's tied off really strong to a inside girder and opens up and ties it around you and opens up a hatch and it's deafening wind and thunder outside as you start climbing out. Make me a
by the way, I can use my plan on dice on these types of checks, so I might use it on this.
make me a dex check.
Actually, wait. Let me go up on top.
No?
No, I have an idea. Mending is not working. I didn't redirect the lightning, basically. Call
Would
lightning.
his storm thing work?
Uh,
Could it let him
Yeah.
like redirect any lightning?
Read the bottom of it.
you can.
I'm outside.
Oh,
Existing storm. I had the lightning strike way the hell behind us. Just
you don't
strike-
even have to go outside for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just redirecting the storm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a +3 on top of all your rolls from now on. With that, so Scully, give me a dex check with advantage +3.
With advantage and add a 3 to that. So 23.
So yeah, you climb up on the deck really easily. You're used to being buffeted by winds. It's in your nature.
You just you
And you crawl along there, grabbing onto different handles and poles sticking out and support beams, and you get out like a spyglass and make me a perception check.
before you say if he succeeds, I might use the dice. Remember.
And that's also with advantage with +3.
+3. 29.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you see the eye of the storm off to the left,
We're in a hurricane, aren't we?
and it's moving the direction you guys want to go.
Ride the waves.
So yeah, you climb back in.
You'll help direct the others.
You give the captain a heading, I'm gonna make him make a piloting check.
Tell me the number so I can see if I want to add because he's part of the plan.
He got a nat 20.
Fucking, he is good at this.
He's a captain. He's just doing this for a
Um,
while.
I am the captain now.
So
Fine.
he spins the wheel. The hatches are battened back down. That sounds weird. Batten the hatches. Hatches are battened. Ugh.
Batten down the
Saying it
hatches.
that way around is weird.
Yeah.
Batter, batter,
Hatches are all
swing!
sealed.
They the crew all brace themselves, and you fly and fly, and about 10 minutes later of more buffeting, and the lightning is no longer hitting the ship, which is great.
Thanks to me.
And poof, through a wall of clouds into blue sky.
How fast are we going?
You guys were going really fast. You're going like 70, 80 miles an hour, which is really
That is
goddamn
fast for a ship.
for an airship. Yeah.
Imagine
And-
just overshot it, and we're now in
There is no so. This thing doesn't have a speed limit, right?
I will say,
imagine if we were in like the sharp mid something.
Now we're in the. I would feel like it would have shot us off course somewhat.
yeah. So you're north of. Yeah. So you're off course, but you're ahead. A little plus minus there.
And summer.
So yeah, the captain puts the ship down. We got to put it down while we're in the calm, and right. I didn't know this was going to be a hurricane.
How long does a hurricane take?
A couple hours
Uh,
to get out of the area, and enough for you to fly
for-
away.
it. This is a magical hurricane. It's a lot quicker.
I mean,
Real hurricanes take around a day or so.
yeah, to exist, but to get out of the area, only a couple hours.
Yeah.
Depends on that fight. Yeah,
I mean, I've been through several.
you're right.
hurricanes.
You're right.
You're thinking in the scale of the United States. Imagine this entire continent is the size of Europe.
Oh, you're right. Then
The
never
size
mind.
we're working with, yeah.
Scale is hard on
yeah.
this.
So
So the ship's landing.
ship lands, crew deflates the balloon.
The balloon.
The engineer pulls out this big harpoon gun with these massive spikes in it, and puts it on one of the side turrets and uses it to launch these spikes deep into the ground to secure the ship. Because in another 20 minutes, the eye of the storm leaves and you're back in the worst of it. And you all hunker down. The whole ship shakes for like 2-3 hours, but it slowly dies down.
And I keep using this spell for as long as I can in case when the storm hits.
Just
in case.
It's only up to 10 minutes, so
10 minutes,
Oh.
and you only had how many charges on the spell?
Well, technically that's through the ring, so.
because
Yeah,
he's
but how
not
many
casting a spell, it doesn't cost use a cast.
I'm using it
It-
through the ring.
Oh
so
no,
I
it
don't
says
know
the
how many-
spell gives you the control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one. So you would still have to cast the spell.
Right, so when it runs out, I'll cast it again using the ring. It doesn't
Yeah,
say
but
a
how many
limit on
charges?
there. I don't know. We never figured that out.
Once per day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where did it say that?
On the Wrath of the Tempest ring, Stormcloud. Once per day, you can use an action to call cast lightning at 4th level using this ring.
I'm gonna ask the captain where we should put our immovable rods to help pin the ship down.
He tells you to ask the engineer, and the engineer points you to some big, heavy joints that have an eye hole through the center. Just feed the bar through the eye hole there, and that'll do
All right.
some.
I do so.
But after about, I'd say 6 hours, the storm lets out. So you're at this point, you'd be off course, ahead of schedule for where you were when you got there, but then you had to wait another 6 hours. So now you're probably about 2 hours behind schedule. Nothing.
Yeah. That's okay.
All things considered, yeah.
Would have been probably farther behind schedule if we didn't cut through the storm.
But those several super high rolls to find a way out of the storm really helped you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ship takes back off once the storm's enough out of the air. It's still raining, still pretty windy, but the ship can deal
Still a
with
bit
that.
of turbulence.
Yeah. And you guys get a good night's sleep. I'm sure some of you prefer the sound of rain to sleep. I know I do.
I'm gonna roll. What would I roll to see if I get airsick?
Constitution check or save.
Not 20. I have my air legs.
You spent so many years in the war going from battlefield to battlefield via airship. You're good.
There's a few where I end up the airship took some flack.
Second day, who wants to roll the next travel check?
Not Scully. I'm gonna roll it because there's our badge.
Oh yeah, thank you. Do not volunteer me for that again. We nearly died.
Fuck!
No.
Fun.
Right, that goes down to 16 again. Damn. Oh well.
Lincoln, what are you rolling?
You
I
kind
was
of
just rolling the same thing, hoping to beat you, but I was like,
second day. What's happening the second day?
And I can't use my plan on this, right?
No,
Dang it.
because I already decided that was bad. You're not trying to beat a check. It's a pure good or bad.
It's a range kind of thing.
Yeah. So you guys get pretty far today.
A second storm.
Almost to the mountains? Almost over the mountains?
No,
you said 2 days.
You get towards
You said 2 days, so
4 days.
Oh, 4. Oh.
Yeah.
so we're probably right here.
Yeah, and in the distance you can see just black. Solid black if this fucking cooperates.
Is that you know the spiders that float away on their webs? In the
It's
wind?
Smoke.
Or is that smoke? Or what is it? Let me make a perception check.
Miles and miles of smoke as high and as wide as the eye can see.
We're going down.
You're still about 100 miles out from it, and you can see it from there.
Which direction is it blowing?
North.
Inland?
Inland.
Can we cut around the ocean and go around it?
No, we need to land and figure out what's happening and see if we can help and stuff.
No.
No.
No, hell no. That's a lot of fire if it's producing that much smoke. And it's in the spider swamp. I don't want to deal with spiders.
Or fires that are on spider.
So
Let those spiders burn.
Maybe, just maybe, that fog is alive.
the captain, looking out, says, damn it. We missed it. I was hoping to beat this. This is every 5 years they do this. It's the spider swamps. They burn the spider swamp to the ground every 5 years to limit the spawn of millions of devilish spiders. It was a spawning ground for spider soldiers during the war. They genetically engineered the devils genetically engineered them to fight as foot soldiers. Their webs.
Fuck no.
Change the name to like Butterfly Force to see if that helps.
We can't even go. We're gonna have to wait.
Can we not go south of it?
The spiders that live escape south through the wind.
Then just go higher. We
No.
can hold our breath
Wait,
long enough.
Fuck that. We're waiting.
Just wait.
How long do we have to wait?
Anybody have here that specific fear of spiders?
No?
Like player?
Arachnophobia?
No.
Arachnophobia?
Question real quick. How long do we have to
Deal
wait?
with it. I will jump out of this airship if we try that.
Okay, bye.
Fuck off.
How big are the spiders?
They count as foot soldiers.
Big. They range from regular size to like elephant size.
How do they travel on the wind?
Magic.
Good God! Burn them all!
Yes,
This
That's
is
what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
But we can eat
no,
them.
they don't burn them enough. They need to
Yeah, you
burn
guys
them
get
with.
a good 10 miles out before the captain sets the ship down and says, "This will be over. We'll be able to cut south in 10 hours, but north that's cut off probably for another week until the smoke dies down. Or if the wind changes back to south, we might be able to get it earlier, but
We landed.
unlikely this time of the year." Yeah, the captain landed. He's not gonna fly through those spiders.
And how far away are we?
You're
Like-
2 days out now.
No,
But
from the
you now
spider
have to-
place.
Yep.
Don't. No, just be quiet, monkey. Don't give him my ideas.
But you're 10 miles out.
We're plenty far enough away. They won't vary that much off of their range.
Darn. No
Um,
spider jambalaya.
So, you do have the spoon. Um, um,
Does the spoon make things not poisonous?
no, it just makes things spicier.
Does it make it taste better?
If you like spicy food.
So you can cover up a poisonous dish by making it really good jambalaya.
But yeah, so the captain's like, I'm not risking my crew flying through a cloud of elephant-sized spiders.
Wait, are they based off of the what is it called? I have an amulet that can summon one that I can order.
Off the demons? I saw
Yeah.
that amulet. No, they similar, but these were
Are they like a modified version?
these were regular or prime material plane spiders that the devils just genetically modified over 20 years.
Those devils are bastards.
They know how to scare humans.
I feel like that doesn't just scare humans. I feel like it would scare any sentient being. And some non-sentient beings.
He would say mortals, not humans.
Even then, even non-sentient beings, I think, would be terrified of them.
Yeah, so he is not budging on this.
Let's just rest here, relax.
So yeah, unless you guys
Can
want
we
to do
let
anything-
the captain roll for luck?
Sure, you can let me roll for luck. For the
Roll it out in the open, though.
6.
He did the best out of what we've had so far.
I won.
So
Oh.
the wind has died down, and the smoke has started covering even the south path and the north path. The spiders are on, but it's
If
thick
the smoke's
smoke.
up high, let's just stick low.
So the
Now,
captain's like, we're gonna have to fly slow, but we can fly low under the smoke.
That'll work.
If spiders start dropping down, I'm jumping off the ship.
I'm sorry to say this, but this ship will be infested.
yeah, that's why I'm
is
saying
it-
we wait a day.
The officials already. I had one of our scouts.
They have
Head out.
weather officials for the spider raid.
So there's camps all along. So you guys landed at one of the camps, the fire wizard camps. They employ dozens and dozens of wizards to just cast fireball, firebolt, firestorm, meteor storm.
While we're there, can I ask if any of them have a good recommendation of somewhere to go?
Roll me a straight persuasion check with disadvantage. You know, they're like,
I'm like, you're
"Sir,
not going
you
to be
need
a
to leave.
wizard.
We're busy right now. This is a controlled situation. You're not part of the party. Please leave."
Okay.
But yeah, so the one of the officials lets him and a couple other there's some ships along the coast, regular ships that are waiting as well. And they've been given the all clear for spiders. They don't recommend going through the smoke, but they're not going to stop you. And the captain's like, I got a schedule to keep when we're already behind.
Keep it low and you'll be less smoke.
Yeah,
It'll be
that's
less
good. You're going to be basically skimming the water, but you have to go slow in case any rogue waves come. They have to be able to quickly gain speed to dodge it. Gain altitude to dodge it. So yeah, another day starts. That smoke spreading was the set the low roll again. Not too terrible. You don't lose any time on this one, but you don't gain any time.
We're behind schedule still.
Yeah, you're still behind schedule, but yeah. So you guys don't fly over the mountains now because you are now over the water.
It's not possible to go over the mountains because that would require a longer detour.
Yeah, you could, but there's no point. Now you're just flying along the coast. I'd say you guys are about there. That square. Oh,
I feel like I can see where we're going.
I can't grab just that little square. I have to grab this entire fucking thing. Okay. But yeah, you're right there. Fourth day starts. You would have gotten there. You'll get there very late at night instead of like midday now.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to roll the
I do.
final?
I feel like Micken or Monkey or somebody.
Monkey, let Monkey do it. Let's see what the fuck happens.
Monkey 7.
God
Yay,
almighty,
the best so far.
4, 5, 6, 7.
You don't lose any time. You don't gain any time. You guys arrive at 10 p.m. It is late.
Yeah,
The dockmaster is pissed off.
It's not our fault. We had smoke, hurricane, fighters.
None of the air docks are open. There's only 2 air docks in Sidolfer.
We can get close to the water and just hop and swim.
Yes.
So the captain's like, well, we weren't stopping here anyway. We don't need to dock. I'm getting a signal. So they use semaphore and light.
I can also make us walk. Can I say something to him first?
Sure.
If you get close enough to the water within walking distance, I can just give us water walk and we'll walk over there.
That's easier than paying off a farmer to land in one of his fields. That's what I was gonna do. Sure. And he'll bring the ship down. He has to bring it down pretty far out.
It's walking distance. We can make it in an hour. As long as it's an hour walk.
That's what, like 4 blocks?
Yeah, it's plenty close enough.
This is a very small. This is barely a city. This is bigger than a town, smaller than a city. Somewhere in there. This is some drunk guy's gonna see a bunch of adventurers just walking in from the ocean, be so confused. Yeah, Sidolfer is
He's gonna
small
pour out whatever's
coastal
left in
fishing
his
and
bottle.
small coastal fishing and
So
farming city. There's nothing special about it.
Do they have any stores?
They got a general store.
I don't have anything good.
Basic adventuring supplies. A lot of good produce.
Didn't we get
Do they have a boat shop?
There are lots of boats here. But tackle shops. You got shipwrights. You have boats for hire. All sorts of options on that front.
Well.
Right.
First of all, we'll probably go rest for the night.
Yeah, find an inn.
The captain, as you were leaving as well, says, "Well, I wish you guys luck on your mission. If you ever look us up in any of the cities you found us in, or where we're going, our route never really changes that much, so you should be able to find us there. Or I'm sure you through your guild you could contact us. If you ever need us, yeah, I'm happy to work with you guys.
Will do. Avoid the spiders.
Yeah." Revolver, your microphone is
Buzz.
buzzing.
Nope.
So, do we have any issues finding an inn?
That's better. No. Well, make an investigation check.
I have +6, so I'll do it.
Okay.
Motherfucker! Wait.
You're not in the plan anymore. You're not on the ship. That was days ago.
Shit.
I can't just let you permanently have a plan on yourself. You got to remember to do it. This is why no one plays tactician, because you got to remember so much bullshit.
Hey, I remember it most of the time. It's just the unexpected that's hard, and that's also a lot of D&D.
Yeah.
All right. I rolled the
You
16.
find it's a bar. They have you walk in, and it's a pretty rough sailor's bar on the docks out down here. And it's the first one you come across, and you're like, yeah, this should do. It's a small town. We're not likely to find anything better. You walk in, there's sailors fighting and drinking. Gets a little quiet when you walk in, but as soon as they see you guys are armed travelers, you're rough and tumble types. They're like, normal crowd type. They go back to business, and the bartender looks at you. What do you want?
Just trying to find the inn.
The
honestly.
cheapest room.
Cheap room? I can get you a cheap room. We got one upstairs. You could probably fit all of you. One of you have to sleep on the couch though.
Mine.
Yeah, I've had worse.
No, I want the couch. Mine. You can't have it. No.
10 gold for the night.
I'm gonna insight check to see if that's a normal cost.
Sure.
Seriously, going to fucking insight that on 10 gold?
That's you spent a lot of time in Neverwinter at inns there. It seems a reasonable price for a good inn.
I've asked for a cheap room though.
A cheap room. You don't really have it.
I'm fine with paying 10 gold.
I'm gonna eye him, but then pull out 10 gold and just like, I'm too tired for this.
His eyes get for a split second get wide, but you don't notice it.
It'll work. It's one of those things where it's not worth the effort to care, and it's late at night. I just want to go sleep.
He walks you guys upstairs, and it's not.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me get a drink first, then we can go to sleep.
Oh, you can stay downstairs and drink.
Yeah, he'll show you up. He'll give you the key, and then you guys can do whatever you want.
What kind of food do they have at the bar?
Hey, we got the stew.
They have some pickled eggs.
Yeah, we got the pickled eggs too.
Just don't touch the black ones.
I wouldn't touch the peanuts. I don't know if they're real peanuts or not. They just came with the bar.
Turns out they're parasitic eggs.
All right. I asked the bartender, what type of alcohol you got?
We got your standard, your ale, your wheat mead, your whiskey. Got some bourbon back here, aged. I got some. I think this is wine. I wouldn't recommend the wine.
I know at least one of them wants to challenge somebody to a drinking contest. So, who would you recommend challenging?
Hey, Dave, get some challengers over here, and you see this big, crusty turtle with a huge eye patch, missing an arm. And he's like, yeah, hey, you're looking to challenge the old Dave, are you?
I haven't seen one of you in a long time.
And he's doing that old man, like, licking his gums and, like, smacking his mouth because he's got all that crap in his mouth all the time.
He also doesn't have many teeth left.
What's your drink of choice there, young one?
Ale shall do nicely.
Ale and ale contests, my
Nah, ale is too easy. You gotta do some whiskey.
Whiskey.
Man, pull out the whiskey, bro. I got this.
If you're really adventurous, we could do some Neverwinter cart bombs.
Oh, I haven't had one of those in forever.
Bartender, you know what to do.
But think,
okay, there, Dave.
What about the orange juice?
What?
The bartender's gonna probably look at you like you're insane.
Sure, I'll get you some orange juice with your glass of milk there, Sonny. Anyway, and he brings out an entire keg.
Ooh, nice.
Jesus.
Man, I sure am thirsty.
Just a keg of whiskey?
No, so a keg of ale, a full huge keg of ale, and 6 bottles of whiskey. And lines them up and it says, "All right, money on the table." And
All
the
right,
Dave antes up 20 gold.
That's nothing. I'm gonna put down 50.
Whoa, high roller here. Okay. He reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a ruby, a large ruby, and slams it on the table.
Where'd you get that?
Is that?
Make a. I wish there was a specific check for seeing how much things are worth. Intelligence, I guess.
It would be perception.
Or that.
If it's at a glance, if you're not like detail inspecting it, it'd be perception.
Sure.
Man, I have a -1.
That ruby's probably worth around 70 gold.
Fuck it. I'll match that if I need to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So 70.
Now we got ourselves a contest.
God, I hate that smacking.
He pops out his dentures. He says, "Hey, right."
Real quick, I'm gonna plan on how I'm gonna handle my alcohol.
Oh, it's 1v1, wasn't it? Revolver versus.
Oh, I was gonna join in. It would be 3v3. Like, well, I mean, it'd be 1 versus 1 versus 1.
Oh yeah. Then do you ante up as well, Revolver?
What?
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. Are you doing it, Revolver?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to ante up then. So the pot's
70 gold.
Yeah, sitting at 70 gold right now.
You know what? I'll join it too. Why not?
Oh, okay. So let me do some fucking math then.
I'm only including
280.
myself with the plan, by the way. It'd be 70 times 4, which is
hold on, let me wager. Let me see what I have.
It's 28.
There's
280. I
more.
mean, 280.
Yeah. So right now, if everybody puts up 70,
If Scully
Well,
joins in
yeah.
and Monkey joins in, then
No.
it'd be times 6. So
Monkey's
Monkey's not
not.
joining. Scully, are you going to join in the drinking contest?
Nah, you'll have fun.
all right,
You
so
are
the
a bird.
pot
You
is
are probably
280.
lightweight.
Very bird, very lightweight.
Okay, so
What's
280
the
total
ante-
in the
what's
pot.
the ante currently?
70 to ante-in.
Can I wager items?
Sure. Do you have anything
Well,
worth
you're not
around 70
bad.
gold?
I got Assassin's Poison worth about 100 gold.
Let me
The hell did
roll
you get that?
something. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's that you're putting on the table there?
This is one of the strongest poisons I currently have, and this is about 100 gold worth.
We could have lied about that. He rolled really bad. Okay. Weird, but I'll take it.
I don't think you should count it towards any overage, because that's going to be hard to sell.
No. I'll take it, though. I mean, there's always
Okay.
vermin to kill.
I'm going to make myself a plan for myself only.
Okay. So it starts, and before any of you can touch your glass, this guy grabs one of the shot glasses, dunks it in the pint, downs the whole thing faster than you can possibly imagine. And when he puts his glass down, the shot glass is gone, and you hear a crunching noise.
God damn.
Yeah, give me
Okay.
shit.
I'm gonna just pick up the pint and chug it.
Roll me a Constitution check.
1 second.
You are
I am out.
You go to do this. The shot glass bonks into your front teeth. You stumble, choke on the beer, and immediately throw up.
Congrats.
I look at Edo and I just say, like, wait.
You got to be more smooth with it, there, Sonny. You can't let the shot
It's-
glass
It's
hit
been about
your
30 years since I've had a drinking contest.
face.
all right. Who's next?
It has like he hasn't done that since he was didn't have an officer rank.
All right. Who's next?
You can go.
I'll go next.
Okay.
13.
13. You follow in the steps of this guy. You're nowhere near as fast, but you get it all down. You feel fine. Stings a bit.
My turn.
Nickin'.
You grab your glass, and glass is bigger than you thought it was. This isn't quite a pint. This is something bigger. Each their own. Yes, and you down it, and bit of a burp, but you keep it down.
It's
All
a
right.
quart. It's not a pint. It's a quart.
Was Monkey playing?
No.
No,
No.
Just
it was just us three,
4 total.
and I'm out.
Okay. He grabs the next one, downs it just as fast. A little bit of a hiccup at the end, but he's
And not
just
because of the
staring
alcohol.
you
That's
down.
just because he's drinking it fast.
He's like, hey, you guys gonna be able to keep up?
Probably.
Well, you're not quite on the failing numbers yet. It's going up each time. But it's you get this next one down, and you're not feeling too good. Drinking this much alcohol this fast with whiskey in it mixed in. That's whew. But you keep it down for now, and pretty much the same with you, Boltar. He grabs the next one, faster than the first one.
Like I feel like he swirled it a bit, so it went down even quicker.
He managed to get the entire he's got that big turtle mouth, but he's ancient, so it's kind of flexible.
It's gnarly.
He can get the whole thing in his mouth. After that last one, you had a good burp and made some room, and this one goes down a lot smoother than the last.
It's the revolver does.
One
Same
up on me.
with you. You're hitting your stride, and this guy's not going as, and the bartenders keep pouring more shots, and you got a crowd around you. They're all betting. He gets one down as well, and starting now, you rolled it too fast, but starting now we're all rolling with disadvantage. But yeah, no, you're fine. You get another one down.
Revolver.
You go to drink this last one, and you get halfway through it, and you wake up in the morning. For everyone else,
All right.
he tips it back, falls on the floor, it splashes over his face, and he's unconscious.
I'll pick him up and just
his form starts going a little soft too.
like I'll pick up his chair up
his
and
face
say I'll carry him up to the room.
His face is sagging on a little bit on the left side.
All right.
One more from me.
But it pull his hood up so
Oh.
it's not. Ooh.
You don't know his plus. You don't know his plus. He gets a +8.
Still, that's
He's cutting it close, even with disadvantage. So he gets this next one down, and he's wobbling, and it's been a while since someone's been able to get me into this many drinks. What's
You
your
actually
name
drunk?
there, Sonny?
People
And-
just call me Scaly.
Oh, yeah, scary hell. Let's see who can get this. Next one down.
Why'd you roll twice?
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Oh. Wow, my brain just shut off for a second there.
So, each time the DC has been going up.
What's it up to?
13.
Damn.
No.
I almost got it.
He grabs a second drink after that and a third, and you're laying there on the floor, just like, where is he putting it all? As the room starts to spin around you, and this guy looks at the bartender, says, "Well, I guess I'm about halfway through my usual order. You want to get the second half up them?" And the guy says, "Sure thing, Dave." Brings out another 6 bottles of whiskey for him.
Damn.
Drinking more?
Yeah, I love
Hey.
weekends.
I'll say, haven't drank like that since my days in boot camp. Haven't seen
Hey,
people
you were
drink
in
like
the
that in a
war.
while.
I served. Yeah, what unit were you in?
I don't fucking know.
you were in a command unit.
I was in the command unit when, of course, the height of the war.
You were special forces, so no
Special
specific.
forces.
Yeah, special forces. One of them fancy elf boys. Or yeah.
Not an elf, but close enough.
So what time is
Yeah,
it?
I was in artillery.
Well, y'all saved our asses more times than we can count.
Oh, don't you know it? Those devils always had it coming. You boys should get some rest. Looks like.
Gotta go travel to the fire giants. One sun up hit.
You guys are going to the Urn Rock.
Yep.
Whoa. Well, it was nice knowing you.
It's nothing more than we've faced before.
Haley chimes in, kind of dizzy. How to take on the champion of that whatever town? I'm sure I can handle it.
Yeah, I've never heard this whatever town.
We have contingencies if things go bad.
I'm sure.
The heavy gambling town, whatever it was.
Oh, you beat the champion Calmport. Sure,
Yes.
buddy.
Oh, he did, but it was 3-on-1, and they almost died doing it.
I'll believe it when I see the newspaper.
Was there any newspapers when we were there?
HC.
Did they print? Like, were there any that we could have gotten on the way out?
No, it takes a bit.
They don't have the printing press.
Yeah, get it unless it's like like declarations of war or like huge political.
The only newspaper companies that get them out quick are the really big ones in big cities.
Yeah, so news like that will travel. That's big news, but it's not big news.
Oh, keep an eye out.
This is a smaller town. They don't get the big news. Big
Just
news.
keep an eye out next time the news comes in.
Sure thing. He
Hey,
does.
You want to make a bet then?
I rolled a insight check on him, and he got really bad, so he does not believe you at all.
You want to make a bet? Next time I come back in town, I'll collect on it.
Sure. I'll bet my one good arm you didn't.
I'm talking about a proper bet. How about you bet those winnings?
Sure thing, buddy.
Okay.
280 gold. Yeah, it's all yours if you come back and prove it.
Next time I come back in town.
So yeah, it's late at night. You guys are all like 3 of you are horribly drunk. The other 2 were just.
I'm not drunk. I'm slightly embarrassed.
Yeah, you probably got some whiskey to help with the embarrassment.
I'm gonna have to wash out these clothes because they're gonna stink.
I go upstairs, pass out, hit the floor.
Yep.
So is
In that order.
Is the general store closed?
Right now, yeah.
Oh.
In the morning,
Right
it will be
midnight,
open.
dude.
It's late at night.
Yeah. In the next day, I'll go look at boats and stuff, see how much things cost.
Yeah. Next session. It's 7:00 here. I gotta get dinner.
Okay.
Can I have a quick question before you go?
Yes.
You said he was a turtle, right?
Yes. Big old turtle.
Are the turtles in your universe like real tortoises, where they just get bigger? Like a lot of them get bigger the older they get.
Their shells.
That's what I'm talking about. Like their shells get bigger.
Yeah, this guy he is wider than he is tall somehow.
He has to turn sideways to get through the door.
Yeah, he's probably if roll a nature check.
Well, that's where the alcohol went.
Or a medicine check, I guess. I'll let you roll both. Yeah, you know from like some medical training during the war, everybody got some basic eventually. Turtles, they can live to be around 400 years old. That guy is probably 420.
Blaze it.
And he's still running strong.
Yeah.
The average turtle lives to 400. There are the outliers that live to over 1,000. It's just those are outliers.
All right.
I will still say it's insane how long some turtles in real life live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
Well,
think they're immortal?
anybody else had any questions before I go?
Next session we're going to the fire giant thing, right?
Probably.
Hopefully.